Alyssa LaFleur. Class of 2015, Paige Catella. Class of 2009, Erica Gelati. Class of 2009, Lucia Pierce. Class of 2009, Morgan Nande. Class of 2008, Jessica Phillips. Class of 2008, Brittany Noel. Class of 2006, Nicole Cummings. Class of 2006, Marissa Gelati. Class of 2006, Sarah Gelati. Correction, 2003. Class of 1999, Kim Majiko. Class of 1995, Joey Canzano, Dodi Canzano. Give it up for Maura Grantee. Class of 1995. Class of 1996, Kristen Bradley. Class of 1990, Michelle Batoda. Give it up for Michelle Grantee Batoda. Also 1996, Kristen Wicks. Class of 2018, Jules Casalo. Class of 1985, Fina Santangelo. Please give one more round of applause to our amazing alumni. Thank you for coming back and continuing to support CNS softball. At this time, we'd like to bring out a very special figure to the field, a legendary coach who helped shape generations of North Stars, Coach Mary Beebe. Coach Beebe led the program with passion and pride from 2013 to 2021, leading CNS to a state championship in 2013. And not present tonight, a true icon of New York State softball, Coach Carrie Bennett, who served as head coach from 1983 to 2013. Coach Bennett led CNS to 4 New York State championships and is the second winningest high school softball coach in New York State history. Let's give it up one more time for both Coach Beebe and Coach Bennett and all the incredible alumni who helped build this powerhouse program. We are proud of our past, excited about our present, and inspired by our future. Once a North Star, always a North Star. Starting lineups coming up soon. Joining us for today's girls varsity softball contest featuring the Liverpool Warriors and our home team, the Cicero-North Stars. We thank all those that make today's contest possible, especially our officials. Fans, please remember, these students athletes compete with honor and integrity and play for the love of the game. So please keep the cheering positive and respectful and have fun in the spirit of New York State Public High School Athletic Association Athletics. On behalf of CNS Athletics, we wish all participants good luck in today's game. And now it's time to meet the starting lineups for today's game. First, let's meet the starters for the visiting Liverpool Warriors. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 22, Maya Mills. Batting second, playing center field, number 3, Lucy Dool. Batting third, playing second base, number 8, Emily Nestor. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 5, Erica Ryan. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 13, Liliana Salamita. Batting sixth, playing first, number 14, Olivia Henty. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 6, Alexis Mathers. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 11, Ashley Nestor. Batting ninth for the Warriors, the designated player, number 1, Alexis Goodfellow. And batting 10th, playing right field, number 9, Katie Springall. Warriors are led by assistant coaches Carrie Bennett, Coach Bernie, Robert Charles, Eric Ormond. Warriors are led by head coach Phil DeAugustine.
No, don't quit.
Right. Leading off and playing shortstop, junior number 13, Sydney Rockwell. Batting second, playing second base, senior number 3, Paige Pangaro. Batting third, playing left field, junior number 7, Marissa Leone. Batting fourth, playing catcher, senior number 16, Aubrey Coyle. Batting fifth, playing center field, junior number 1, Mia Ferrone. Batting sixth, playing right field, junior number 15, Bree Bakeland. Batting seventh, on the mound for the North Stars, freshman number 2, Mila Owens. Batting eighth, playing first base, junior number 20, Erica Hibbard. Batting ninth and playing third base, junior number 25, Shelby Kippen. North Stars are led by head coach Morgan Mandan, assisted by Tim Matico, Lucia Pierce, and Brandy Feeney. At this time, if you could please stand, remove your hats. You should place your right hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
Alright, with that we welcome you onto the North Star Network on YouTube. Today it is varsity softball, the CNS North Stars taking on the Liverpool Warriors. I'm Killian Heffron, joined by my color commentator Hunter Bashuska. Now, Hunter, what's your expectation coming into this game for both teams? What do you expect to see?
Well, I was here last year when CNS faced off against Liverpool. Liverpool dominated them in that one, and honestly, I've heard really good things about the North Stars this year from through the grapevine. They started off rough in the first 2 innings against West Jenny, and then they came back and won 14-4. The Warriors, however, are still tough, still led by Coach Phil DeAugustine, and it can honestly go either way. But I expect to see great pitching, especially from Mila Owens today.
Yeah, now we'll take a look at some stats for both teams. North Stars walking into this game 5-1 overall. They're 2-0 in division, including that win you mentioned over West Jenny. Liverpool's, so far they've struggled overall this year, 2-3. However, they are 2-1 in division, still have a winning record in SCAC play. So with that, we are just about set to go. Here as the first batter will take the, head up to the plate for Liverpool. And I'm gonna apologize right now for all the wind noise you're gonna get over the microphones. It's
very, very heavy.
Yeah, not really much we can do about that.
Now batting for Liverpool, number 22, Maya Mills.
First pitch is going to be high ball 1.
Excuse us, that was a strike.
Oh, strike. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Jeez. I was looking at the roster there. It's Maya Millis up to bat. So it's 1-1 now.
A lot of umps in softball, especially, will take their time with taking calls. I mean, you see it all the time in regular sports, but here it's different. As swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Yeah. North Stars here looking to get their first out and have it be a strikeout. 1-2 coming. And it's a high one. Millis will swing at it. It'll fly out of play. And so foul ball will remain 1-2. Now, what are you expecting to see for North Stars pitching today?
Well, I mean, as I said earlier, as you have Mila Owens, up in the circle today. You can honestly see a lot from her. She did really good last year coming up.
As that's grounded up, and it'll be a base hit for Maya Millis. And that was grounded to center. North Stars unable to get a play on it. Millis will advance to third, and that will bring up.
Now batting for
Sorry about that. They're having some technical issues. It'll be Emily Nestor up to bat for Liverpool.
Yeah, there was an attempt there was a sacrifice bunt there by Lucy Duell as she successfully moves up Mills to second.
Pitch to Nestor. And that will catch it inside the strike zone, 0-2. One down so far for Liverpool.
Mila Owens, like I said, she has a lot in her arsenal.
That one swung on. That'll be lifted into right center. It'll be brought down. And the throw-in is going to deflect off of a glove of the North Star, so that'll advance the runner to third. And Emily Nestor with a single, and now runners on the corners for Liverpool.
That's something you don't want if you're the North Stars defense. North Stars defense last year was out there a lot. They don't want a repeat of that, especially some of the a lot of the returners from last year.
North Stars currently trying to get themselves out of a jam early. Only one out. This would be a big one for North Stars. They'll show bunt. Runner's not going to advance, and there's going to be no throw made. So not even a sacrifice bunt needed there. It'll get two in the scoring position. The bases are loaded for Liverpool for Liliana Salamita.
now batting for Liverpool, Liliana Salamita.
Salamita is the catcher for the Warriors. Now, and they're gonna, all right, pinch run. That is, we actually do not know. We do not have substitutes on our scoring cards. We apologize.
So Salamita now up to bat with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch.
And that's going to be a strike.
And that'll be in there for a strike, so 0-1.
I think even the people at home could see that was a strike. That thing was right down the middle.
Yeah. Good placement, and Salamita was able to get it. She'll swing at that one. That'll fly nearly into the JV game. Out of play, 0-2. North Stars here looking to get a big strikeout. A little race between the fans for that ball. Mila Owens here looking to begin to work her way out of the jam. That swung on, it'll be hit out of play. Heads definitely need to be up there. Nearly knocked a guy out.
Nearly almost hit a fan. Almost in the, actually I'd say almost right into the pocket of the chair.
Yeah, that was...
Could you imagine just sitting there with a nice water bottle and next thing you know it explodes? That's Paul Wood.
That guy was very close to finding out. 1-2 is our count. Owens here still looking for the second out. North Stars got their first out today on a sacrifice bunt. That one is going to be fouled out to right, and so
Salamita, she is not going down without a fight. So Mila's really going to have to work her here.
This does remind me, though, how the beginning of the West Jenny game went. West Jenny scored several runs early on in the game. North Stars were able to come back from that, and Salamita will be retired with the pitch, and that one will become the second out of the day for Liverpool. And this will bring up Olivia Henty up to bat for Liverpool. She has the bases loaded, but 2 down. North Stars just need to get her to ground or fly out to get out of the inning, or strike her out, as that one's up and out.
Now the good thing about there being bases loaded is that as long as it's fielded cleanly, then you can get an out anywhere.
And that one will also remain outside, 2-0. North Stars here behind in the count. Definitely not wanting to give up a run off a walk. Here's a pitch from Owens.
And there's a strike.
And that one's in there, 2-1.
Now, Killian, something I've noticed is that whenever it's a strike, you can hear the umpire grunt a little bit.
Not there. That one was outside, 3-1.
That was a steamer.
That's a fast pitch, though. I don't know exactly if they call them fastballs in softball or not.
They call them fastballs. Well, why do you think it's called fast pitch softball?
That's true. And that one is fouled back. So we are now at a full count, bases loaded. Top of the first inning, so not necessarily the situation that every youth player dreams of, but I mean, it's bases loaded, full count.
Yeah, I mean, there's something Mila does not want to give up is a walk, and she will not give up the walk.
The North Stars able to get out of the inning, side retired. We will take a break here on the North Star Network on YouTube and be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. We're back here in the North Stars. Sydney Rockwell up to bat for CNS to start off this one.
Sydney Rockwell, one of the many returners on this North Star team from last year.
Here's the pitch. That's up and outside, ball one. And we'll have time called here.
I think there's an issue with the scorecard. And pitching change. What happened?
I'm not.
Huh. Are we all? I think we're all confused.
So we will see what's going on here.
Oh, that's why. Okay. So there was an issue. They had. So Alexis Goodfellow is actually the pitcher, but they had Erica Ryan as position number 1. So they have everyone in a position. It's just that Goodfellow will not be hitting, which is a good thing because if Goodfellow had hit, then it would be even more confusing. So I think they're getting it. I think that's what happened. Now, I don't know much about softball, but I think I know.
For Liverpool, number 1, Alexis Goodfellow.
Okay, so I was correct.
Yeah, so Goodfellow will come in for Liverpool there off the little.
Well,
I don't know if it was a miscommunication or something. Something of the sort.
No, I think it's because of the lineup. Because I have the lineup card right here. It says Erica Ryan is playing pitcher, but then it has Alexis Goodfellow as the designated pitcher. So it was just a little typo, I think. Now they don't have DHs like in baseball. So, but they have designated pitchers.
I believe it's designated player. I believe that's what they said. I think it's close enough.
I don't know. I think it is too because I mean, she is pitching. So, all right, let's get this bottom of the first started.
Rockwell step into the plate. I believe the count remains the same at 1-0, which is what it was beforehand.
I don't know.
I mean, because the first pitch was a ball, then the umpire signaled something right when the at bat started.
Well, yeah, and then Coach Phil DeAugustine ran out there, and that's fouled off.
And so
I don't know if it's staying, but okay, so we'll say 1-2, and that's another foul ball. And that one will bounce onto the field.
And right into the field of play at the JV game.
That's the only bad thing I think about having softball fields right next to each other.
It's either 1-2 or 2-2 right now. Not too sure.
2-2, and
it's 2-2, and it will remain 2-2. And now it's on the scoreboard.
Very early swing there by Sydney Rockwell, but I think she's just trying to get out in front of it because Goodfellow is throwing some heat in there.
And there's a big gap up to center if they're able to get it past the pitcher in the infield. So we'll see. She's able to do that. And another one heading directly for the JV field. Nearly takes out another fan.
And, 1-2. And I will say, Liverpool has the right idea, shifting over. And that one's also fouled off.
Another one. This one will fly way back.
And we have a battle again. And this is only the first batter for the North Stars. Goodfellow has her work cut out. Is going to have her work cut out for her. But yeah, I want to say that is a great idea by right fielder.
And another one. And this one is going to, I don't know where this lands actually. Oh wait, there's a bounce. Or that might have been the JV ball?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
But
it's somewhere over there.
Yeah. But right fielder Springall is right now playing closer to the line because she's noticed that Rockwell is late on the ball, which usually means that when someone's late on the ball, she will go oppo.
There's a swing, and that one will go for another foul ball.
This is, I don't know, how many pitches are we at in the at-bat?
I think we're at least 10 now.
At least, by now.
We will see if another ball goes flying in the direction of the JV game. Rockwell's hit about 6 foul balls. This time she'll go down swinging, striking.
The battle lost.
And it'll be a strikeout
Now batting for the North Stars, Paige Pangaro.
And here comes Paige Pangaro. It's her first at bat of the day.
Paige Pangaro, I've talked to her a lot. I have gym with her on B days, so I'll get the chance to talk to her every now and then about how softball's going. I also had another class with her, food science. So I mean, I don't really talk to her much in there, but I try to talk to her about how she thinks that they're going to do the day of the game or even a few days before.
That one's taken inside for a strike.
Yeah.
But North Star, I mean, that's a cool thing about high school athletics, though, is that you're actively with these student athletes, as that one will be low and outside 2-1.
But yeah, as you were saying, it is very cool to be with some of these kids in CNS athletics, seeing them playing their sport, what they probably go to college for. So it'll be 2-2 on Pangaro.
North Star is looking to get a runner on base here. The pitch to Pangaro. It'll be up full count.
It is full, okay. Paige Pangaro needed just wanted a check, so good on her for that. A lot of players don't know they can do that.
And a swing and a miss. Pangaro will go down swinging. That'll be the second strikeout of the day for Liverpool.
Goodfellow is sitting them down.
Now batting for the North Stars, Marissa Leon.
And Leon up to bat for CNS. North Stars trying to not have a 1-2-3 offensive inning. Here's the pitch to Leon. She'll swing, and that one will be strike number 1.
I think the North Stars are a little bit late on it right now, because, like I said, you see that that's like at least that's 60 miles an hour right now. So softball, you need to have faster reactions than in baseball.
And that one will be outside 2-1. I mean, I think every at-bat so far it has been 2-1 at some point, and Goodfellas have been able to come back in the count and get the strikeout.
Every count has definitely been 2-2. But the real question is, will we have our second full count?
And that one will be smacked up and fouled.
Okay, that sounded like it hit the fence and then just hit something, unless it's still stuck up there.
It may have hit the roof because there's a ball rolling back there.
Okay, I was thinking it would have hit the roof.
2-2 to Pangaro. And she'll swing at it, but she will not make contact.
Leon goes down.
1-2-3 inning for Liverpool. And CNS now will head back on defense in a moment when we come back here in the North Star Network.
As we welcome you back to the North Star Network on YouTube, leading off for the Warriors will be Alexis Mathers, as she'll swing at that one for strike 1. Now, I didn't call it, but she also took the first pitch for ball 1 as Mila Mila Owens is still out there. Shows bunt, but brings it back for ball 2. Got a lovely crew tonight. I'm Hunter Mashuska with
Killian Heffron.
Killian Heffron. I knew you were Killian. I completely forgot your last name. But and then Alex Schneible as our producer and also cameraman. Now Killian and I have decided that we're going to switch every inning, so I will be play-by-play for even innings, and he will be play-by-play for odd innings. As Mathers goes down on strikes, swinging for strike 1, or out number 1.
What's going to be important for CNS is that is to not give up free base runners, as they saw that in the West Jenny game. They were not connecting very well. Made some bad errors in the first couple of innings, and that gave Jenny free base runners, and that's how they got ahead. But so far, the North Stars have made Liverpool work for the people they've got on base.
As Ashley Nestor swings at 2 strikes. So 1 out, 2 strikes, and strike 3, she goes down swinging for strikeout number 2 for Mila. I'm sorry. Strikeout number 4 for Mila. As Alexis Goodfellow will be batting today. So it is designated player, not designated pitcher. She'll take that one for ball 1. And that one will be a little bit in the dirt. So 2-0 count to Alexis Goodfellow. Also, we have just found out who that pinch runner was in the first inning for I think it was Emily Nestor, as that'll be strike 1. That was Anna Stala, as fouled off towards the Liverpool dugout. So we'll have a 2-2 count with 2 outs in the second inning. There's a lot of 2s on the board right now, Killian, because you also have number 2. And that's strike 3 right on the corner of the plate. So the North Stars retire the side. 1, 2, 3. And we will go to the bottom of the second. We will be right back on the North Star Network right here on YouTube. As we welcome you back to the North Star Network on YouTube. Leading it off for the North Stars will be Aubrey Coyle. Once again, another returner, as she is the catcher for the North Stars, as she'll swing at that for strike 1. Like I said, we have a lot of returners from last year. On deck is Mia Ferrone, and that will be fouled off, as it'll barely get over the fence of the outfield on the JV field. I said field a lot, I know.
Yeah, that JV game that started, I think, 15 minutes before this one. It is currently in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, that game's going real fast over there as 1-2 count now to Aubrey Coyle. As she will swing and miss for strike 3. So, Goodfellow now has her 4th strikeout so far. 4 up, 4 down, all on strikeouts. None looking, though. As Mia Ferron will take strike 1 right at the letters. So Mia Ferron, the younger sister of graduate and CNS high school and field hockey player Eva Ferron. So we did have special guests tonight for alumni night, as she will take that one on the outside for strike 1 or strike 2. And that one's rip foul, almost hitting Jaquin over there. Now it's 2-2, and she will swing extremely early at that for strike 3. So now Gabrielle Jank.
Now batting for the North Stars.
It's Bree Jaquin.
Yeah, okay. I know. With the and that's popped up in the outfield, and that will be caught for out number 3. But Bree Jaquin with, honestly, I want to talk about this before we go off the air. The Mii creator theme from the Nintendo Wii. That is the best walk-up song I've ever heard.
Yeah, I have come with her last block on BCD days, and so I asked her why choose that song, and her response was, it was the best one she could find on the app they used to select their walk-up song.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. As the North Stars go down in order, we will be back for the 3rd inning of action right here on the North Star Network on YouTube.
And so Liverpool here will open up, and that one's a off-speed pitch. It'll fly its way out of the area. Maya Mills at bat for Liverpool. 1-1 count. And that will be swung on, put in play, and it'll go off the glove of the North Star at first base.
Yeah, the North Star at
Erica Hibbard.
Yep. Hibbard just, I think it just kind of, Paige Pangaro just kind of gathered it and just threw it a little too hard, so that will be an E3 or E4.
There's the pitch, and the bunt attempt not going to go through. Lucy Duell at bat for Liverpool. Mila Owens, the pitcher for the North Stars. Struggled a bit in the first inning, but was able to get out of it without any damage, and had a great second inning.
She definitely did, Mila Owens, and that was
put in play. Gets under her glove. Opportunity for maybe a double play.
One.
They'll only get one.
Hey, they got the lead runner. That's what a lot of coaches will take any day of the week.
Yeah, had that gone straight under Owens' glove, they might have actually gotten the double play there, because Owens kind of reached down and made contact with it, slowed the ball down a little bit. But North Stars here, 1 down, 1 runner on base as that pitch is up for Emily Nestor. Ball 1.
Emily Nestor had a single in the first inning, and that was a beautiful painted ball on the corner of the plate for strike one.
1-1. Nestor, her last time up, was able to reach. And this one will be high, 2-1. So Lucy Duell at first. In the first inning, she had a sacrifice bunt. And Emily Nestor currently at the plate. That one will be in there for a strike, 2-2. North Stars have an opportunity here to get the second out.
And I think Mila Owens finally kind of settled in.
And that one will be ripped to first. They'll get one. They're not going to get two.
So, definitely a great play over there by Kippen. As she just gathered it. I don't even think it touched her glove. I think she just brought it in and threw it over the second where Paige Pangaro was. Couldn't get the out at first, though. So, another lead runner out.
Erica Ryan takes that one up and outside for ball one. North Stars here an opportunity to bring it to the bottom of the third, or without any runs allowed. I mean, other than the first inning, they've been defensively solid this game.
They have been, and Bree Jaquin trying to get the bats going just got a little too far under it.
Here's a 2-0, and that one's down to dirt, ball three. So an opportunity for Erica Ryan to reach on a four-pitch walk. Owens trying to prevent that, and she'll put that one in there for strike one.
See, that's something every coach tells their that's something every coach tells their batter to do when they're down 3 balls, as she takes the walk, is they tell them to take the pitch, or no matter what. Because if you swing and it's a ball, then you're kind of in trouble. But when you don't swing and it's a strike, you still have at least one more opportunity.
This will bring up Liliana Salamita for Liverpool.
Yeah, Liliana Salamita struck out.
And it was a battle between these two last time she was up.
Yeah, it definitely was, as that's low.
Ball one. So North Stars looking to get out of this inning, and
yeah, now Owens is struggling a little bit, getting in her head a little bit, I think. So I would honestly, if I was the coach, I'd go talk to her in a minute.
Wait, no, it's top. 2-0 Salamita. And she'll hold off on that one, and that'll be a strike. So 2-1.
If Mila Owens could have a pitch like that every time, the North Stars would be set.
Here's the pitch from Owens. That'll be popped up back, foul, and it will land almost
somewhere
into the JV field again. That JV field's taking a bit of a beating today.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it's still 0-0 in the bottom of the 5th over there. And that is a strikeout looking.
So the North Stars are going to be able to recover from a bit of a shaky start to the inning. They'll get all the outs, and they will head to bat at the conclusion of this break. We'll be back in a minute here on the North Star Network. Mila Owens, the pitcher, up to bat for CNS to start the bottom of the third. First pitch, she'll hold off, but it's in there for a strike.
I don't know if you heard her walk-up song.
I didn't know. What was it?
Paint It Black. You don't know what that is, do you?
I don't. It's
an old song.
Hunter's music taste seems to have identified that one. Mine has not.
Listen. I'm the rock and rap type. Don't ask what any of I'm the rock, new metal, hip-hop rap.
Here's the pitch, and Owens will swing at that one. She'll go down on 3 pitches. So, North Stars now, this will bring up Erica Hibbard.
Now batting for the North Stars.
Her first time up to bat today. And now the North Stars, they've only put one ball all into the field of play where it was the flyout from Jaquin in the second inning. But North Stars, they've been unable to really make contact so far.
Yeah, I know, and it was the same thing as last year. I know I keep bringing up last year, but we haven't seen these teams face each other since last year.
Hibbard will swing 0-2. And once again, big opportunity for Liverpool. And that'll be grounded up the middle for a base hit. Hibbard will turn first, and she'll stay there.
Great job there by Hibbard. She got right on that ball. She did not miss it at all. She knew she was going to go down for it. She went down for it, got it, and drove it.
Yeah, she took advantage of the gap there in the infield and center, which Liverpool has now begun to close a little bit.
As I have switched pens.
This will bring up Shelby Kippen, first pitch in there for a strike.
So a great job there by Hibbard to come through for the North Stars. Hopefully start something there for them.
Kippen shows bunt. She'll make contact. It'll nearly be caught. That was close.
That would not have been good for the North Stars or Hibbard.
Yeah.
Hibbard would have had to scramble her way back in about 0.3 seconds max. I don't know. I just came up with a random number that sounded fast.
Yeah, I was wondering where that number came from. As Hibbard will swing, that one fouls back. 0-2 remains the count.
Kippen.
What if I told you it was closer to 0.4 seconds? Here's the pitch, and that one will be outside ball one.
Wow, that was close. I will say, I would have had a tough time deciding that.
Yeah, good pitch.
Honestly, from the looks of it, he seems to call fewer outside strikes on lefties, but more lower inside strikes on righties. So I think he's pretty neutral. If we had what they have in the MLB, especially with the Yankees, as the Yankees fan, yeah.
We got full count here though. Kippen. 3-2 coming. And Kippen will hold off on it, and it'll be a walk. She'll get on base.
Now I think all those, I think every pitch right there that she had was in the same spot, as they will go back to the top of the lineup.
Sydney Rockwell struck out swinging her first time up, which was in the first inning. First pitch to Rockwell, she'll swing and miss. Strike one. Now North Stars only with one out, so Hunter, if they hit a ball deep enough here, or do you think the North Stars might try to tag maybe and get a runner to third if she ends up flying out and it's a deep one?
I don't know, because we really haven't seen much of Hibbard's speed, so you'd have to take that into account. And if it's quick enough, then yeah, send her.
And that one will be blasted, and it's going to go off of a fan.
A fan tried to catch it like it was a baseball.
This is not the Savannah Bananas. You cannot catch the ball for an out here if you're a fan.
Especially if you're a CNS fan, though. Would you catch a ball for that was hit by CNS?
For an out or for not an out?
An out. Exactly. We are not the Savannah Bananas in here.
No, I would not catch that ball. Here's the 0-2 to Rockwell. She'll go down swinging.
The off speed there. Holy moly.
Yeah, I was not expecting the off speed. Got her to go ahead of it.
Yeah, great pitch there by Alexis Goodfellow.
And I mean, the placement of the swing was good, but the timing there, I think, is what killed her. Here's Paige Pangaro. She'll swing on the first pitch for a strike.
As right behind us, there has finally been a breakthrough in score. The North Stars will take a 1-0 lead after a base hit.
And that one's fouled back. 0-2, and now Liverpool here looking to get out of the inning.
Paige Pangaro also struck out after battling to a 2-2 count and then just struck out.
0-2 coming. And she'll take that one high, 1-2. No score so far in this one. North Stars, throughout the first 2 innings, struck out quite a bit. The bats have started to work here in the 3rd inning with a hit by Erica Hibbard and a walk driven by Shelby a walk drawn by Shelby Kippen.
Now Pangaro took that one. That one was very close.
2-2. She'll swing and miss. And Liverpool continues their defensive just masterclass so far. They've played great defensively.
It's that off speed that's killing the North Stars right now.
Well, with that, unless you have any more little comments about walk-up songs this time.
No. That's for next inning.
That's for next inning. We will see you back here on the North Star Network in about a minute to a minute and a half. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, as that first pitch is going to be hit up and caught for an out.
And as we welcome you back to the North Star Network here on YouTube, as Killian has said, first pitch
Didn't even give us a
to
chance.
Henty was popped out.
Didn't even give us a chance to open. Just
no, they didn't.
Immediately popped it out.
So, hey, that's not a bad thing for the North Stars. As that will be taken low for ball 1. So now Alexis Mathers will be up. And the lineup is screwing me up. I have this. I said this in the last inning. I have their scorecard or their lineup card as she'll swing at that one for strike 1. It says that she's number 6, but she's wearing number 12.
And she'll swing on that one, 2-2.
As that one's hit nice and deep into the, or shallow left or right center, and it will be caught by Jaquin. Jaquin's been showing off a little bit tonight, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of catches and the fly out there in the second inning, but I mean, North Stars really have not been able to make contact, so that's one of the few times they've been able to actually do that today.
Ashley Nestor will be up as she tries to check swing, but cannot hold it back. So, 0-1 count to Nestor. As she swings and misses for strike 2. Okay, something about me getting the top half of the even inning seems to really be working for the North Stars. As she'll take that pitch for ball 1.
Yeah, it's been defensively dominant by CNS whenever Hunter's been commentating.
Hey, I'll take it. And then they get the bats going when I'm commentating.
We'll see about that.
And that one's fouled off. And that one will hit the concrete. Right now it is the top of the 6th inning. Still 1-0 for the North Stars on JV. And that will be swung on and missed for strike 3. So the North Stars will sit them down again in order as the North Stars will hope to get the bats going this inning. We will be right back in about a minute right here on YouTube. As we welcome you back to the North Star Network right here on YouTube. Leading off the inning will be Marissa Leone. Marissa Leone in her first at-bat struck out, and that was in the first. So that's popped up to the catcher, and it will be caught for out number 1. So Marissa Leone will pop out to
Now batting for the North Stars,
Salamita. Now, that's funny. At the beginning of the inning, immediately pop out to third. This time it was a pop out to second, or the catcher, hello, as that one is called a ball low and outside for Aubrey Coyle. The 1-0 is driven deep and gone! Aubrey Coyle will start it off for the North Stars. 1-0 home run.
And she got all of that contact. It was almost like she knew where that pitch was going because there was, I mean, absolutely no hesitation in that pitch. That one went deep and I mean, I don't really know what else to say there other than she tracked that pitch all the way in and
she
bombed
did.
it.
I looked at it. I'm like, that has a chance of going out. Sure enough, guess what? That ball flew. As Mia Ferrone will take the
run for number 16, Aubrey Coyle.
Aubrey Coyle gets the announcement as swung on and missed for strike 1 by Mia Ferrone.
I have to say that's one of the louder cracks from a softball bat I've ever heard.
I will say, me too. And Mia Ferrone with one of the greatest walk-up songs and one of the best songs ever written. Enter Sandman by Metallica.
That's hard to argue with. I might have to go. I have to go with you on that.
I mean, Metallica did just perform here in Syracuse not too long ago.
Although I think your other favorite walk-up songs coming up next, Bree Jaquin with the little me, the me theme.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes they'll actually have multiple walk-up songs. As that one is swung on in the dirt for strike 2. Mia Ferrone definitely would want that one back. And I want to say this before we go on. I've been waiting to call a home run. As that one is swung on for strike 3. I can't speak English. Welcome to the North Star Network, by the way. As it is still the music of we. So Bree Jaquin will swing first pitch, fouled off for a strike.
I mean, if I made a playlist of songs I did not expect to be a walk-up song, but actually worked kind of well, that would be it. Yeah.
And that one's grounded up the middle for a single. Jaquin will get on with a single. Jaquin has not looked at a pitch.
Yeah, she's been swinging all game long, and that time she's able to get it up the middle for a base hit.
I'm pretty sure it is definitely the Me Creator music. I'll be swung on for strike one. Pitch. Jaquin really messing with Liverpool here. As that one is taken for ball one.
Now in softball, are they allowed to pick off?
No, they are not. And that one will be grounded to second, but they will get the easy out at first. So that will end the inning for the North Stars. But the highlight was definitely the home run from Aubrey Coyle right out to left center. The North Stars take a 1-0 lead as we move on to the top of the fifth right here on YouTube.
We welcome you back here onto the North Star Network. Liverpool up to bat to start this inning. Here's the first pitch, and that's swung on for a strike. It's Alexis Goodfellow for Liverpool.
Yeah,
up to bat.
Goodfellow probably not really in the best of spirits after giving up that home run to Coyle.
That's not to say though she hasn't had a solid day. She was very dominant in the first three innings.
Hey, listen. She knows she still has that dominance. She knows she can easily get those North Stars here lights out for the rest of the game. As it is uno y dos.
A little Spanish call.
Yep, and I do not take Spanish anymore. I stopped back in after ninth grade.
1-2. The count. Here's the pitch to Goodfellow. And she'll swing and she'll go down on strikes. So that'll be strikeout. I believe that's number 8 on the day for Mila Owens.
That is number 8. Wait, let me recount again.
Hunter checking the stat sheet. And
that is 8. Okay. I have confirmed it.
This will bring up Maya Mills.
So they're back to the top of the lineup. Maya Mills, definitely probably one of their most dangerous hitters. Actually, I'd say runners.
Yeah, well, she was able to reach on an error back in the third, and this has popped up. This might nail our tent, and it actually nearly nails the little golf cart thing back there.
This is one of the things. It's not a tent, it's a canopy.
Looking over at that JV game, that one's continuing to progress super fast. That one's
already in the top of the 7th, so... And that one's fouled off. That one might actually hit our tent. Nope, that one went right over too. And that one's on the field.
And in play.
Yep. So 1-2 count for Mills.
Here's the pitch. She'll swing and she'll pop this up. This one might nail us.
Nope, as that one is popped by Aubrey Coyle. As there is a foul, there is a ball right underneath. That was, I'm guessing, tossed back.
So that'll be the second out. I mean, I since we're under this canopy, I couldn't see the track of that ball. So we were both kind of covering our heads.
You would have heard it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to rip through. Actually, it might. Nah, it's fine.
Nah, if it's high enough, maybe. Regardless, that'll be a strike there. 0-1. This is Lucy Duel.
So, Aubrey Coyle's had one great game, but so has...
That one's inside 1-1.
But so has Mila Owens, as Aubrey Coyle with a home run, 2 putouts for the North Stars. Mila Owens with 8 strikeouts on the night so far, looking for number 9. That is high, I think. I don't know, I can't tell.
It's either higher or outside. Regardless,
Or
it's a ball. Somewhere in that realm.
Somewhere in the realm of high, low, up, too high, yeah.
Certainly wasn't inside, as she'll swing at that one 2-2.
Duel has the sacrifice bunt and reached first on a fielder's choice, which got Mills out in the last inning.
And she'll swing and she'll go on strike, so Duel will strike out for the first time this game, and the North Stars will head to bed the bottom of the 5th. We will be back in a moment here on the North Star Network on YouTube. Erica Hibbert at bat for CNS, as that pitch will be up and outside, ball 1.
As if you guys hear screaming behind us, that is because
Liverpool has just tied the JV game with 2. They were down to their final out in the top of the 7th, and they just tied that game.
that does not look like a Liverpool jersey. That looks like Beeville almost, like the Beeville red.
That looks like an orange to me. I don't know. Maybe we perceive colors differently. Anyways, 2 balls and a 2 balls and a strike to Hibbert. She'll swing at that one. That's good contact. That's going down the right field line, and it'll stay fair. Hibbert will stop at first. Good fielding there by Liverpool to prevent her from getting extra bases. But CNS will pick up a single. It's Erica Hibbert. And that'll bring up Kippen. She drew a walk her last time up.
As now, Hibbert has not struck out this game yet. But then again, she's also been the one to get on base for the North Stars both times she's been up.
She'll show bunt, as that one will end up as a ball.
I'm now realizing that I am in the wrong column. No, I'm in the right column. I was right. Hold on.
Hibbert, or Kippen will show bunt again. She might hit this, and she's going to get called out. It'll advance the runner, so that'll be the first out for the North Stars. Kippen there nearly beat the throw. That was a great bunt.
I honestly, from this angle, it looked like she had hit the bag right before the ball hit the glove. But umpire's decision. Can't argue with it.
Back to the top of the order for CNS. It's Sydney Rockwell.
Sydney Rockwell right now with 2 strikeouts on the night, both of them swinging.
And that one tie, ball 1. Rockwell, she's been trying to make contact, hasn't been able to do it yet against Goodfellow.
Now I will say, the good thing about the North Stars base running is that they show aggressiveness. As you see right there from Hibbert all the way on second.
Two another count. Rockwell swing at that one. She'll make good contact. That's high, but it'll end up being caught. Kippen will hold at second. Had to dive back in.
That's I think she could have made it, honestly.
And maybe a little bit indecision on the part of North Stars because she had to dive to get back in there. And I'll bring up Pangaro with 2 down.
Pangaro also has 2 strikeouts on the night.
And she'll ground this one up, and it will end up in a ground out. I was looking to see where they made the throw to.
They made the throw to first.
Even though it was not.
They kind of have to.
Even though it wasn't technically a force, but Kippen was standing kind of in between the bags. But obviously you're not going to try to go in a little chase.
Yeah.
So the throw was made to first. That'll be the out. We will head to a brief break here on the North Star Network and be back in a moment.
Remember, my turn. As we welcome you back to the North Star Network here on YouTube, as the North Stars are still in the field in the JV game, and that one is grounded up the middle for a single. So great hit there by Emily Nestor.
And once again, the first pitch of the half of the inning will end up resulting in either an out or a hit.
Yeah, and this one was definitely a hit. As now up to bat will be Erica Ryan. Now the North Stars have only stranded 3 on base while the Warriors have stranded 5, and that's going to be... That is a fair ball. I didn't know how to call that because I didn't know if it was fair or foul, but
yeah, it looked like
it's fair.
Looks like it sort of landed like on top of the plate.
It did, and definitely a good job there, though.
So they'll advance the runner, but
I was going to say by Coyle. Yeah, the runner will advance, so I guess they did the sacrifice bunt. That's like our 3rd one of the game. So runner on second, that will be taken for strike 1. As Liliana Salamita. That's very fun. That's very hard. That's very difficult to say. Salamita when you're not looking at it. So 1-1 count. And the pitch from Owens will be high and outside. Ball 2. As now there's a bit of a breeze. Killian, our weatherman over here, what do you think of the breeze?
It's not very good for our tent. Our tent's rocking.
And that one's popped up into foul territory, I think, and it will get down for a foul ball.
There are 2 or 3 North Stars that sprinted at that one.
Yeah, you had Bree Jaquin and Paige Pangaro. So 2-2 count, 1 out, top of the 6th. And that will be strike 3 as she goes to, as Salamita goes down looking for the 2nd out. As that one is flown out foul, out of play.
That would have been gone.
That would have been very far gone. That thing would have probably been in the road.
Yeah, that was a...
Now that I think about it, I don't know where that ball is. It might be in the road.
Yeah, that was a bomb, but it ended up going foul by about 10 or 15 feet. But, I mean, keep that in fair territory, and that is a home run by about a mile.
Oh, yeah, so Henty definitely has the power for a home run. That thing was beautiful, just she was a little early on it. as that one is in the dirt on the plate for ball 1.
That one kind of sunk in there a little early.
As Owens, the pitch. And that is a strike at the knees.
But
and a stolen base. When I went to quickly put it in the scorebook, I didn't even see that. So stolen base by Nestor.
And we're going to get a little meeting here.
As I think right now it's just to calm her down. As there will now be 1-2 count. That one's popped high in the air to short, and it will be caught for the 3rd out. So the North Stars will get out of the inning with a runner on 3rd. The North Stars will now come up to hit to try and get at least an assurance run right here on YouTube. Marissa Leone will lead us off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Welcome back to the North Star Network. Hunter Bashuska here with Killian Heffron and Alex Schneible. As that one is driven high and deep into right center. I keep saying left center because that's where the home run was, but definitely a great drive there.
Now batting for the North Stars, Aubrey Coyle.
Leone, I was struggling because I heard so now Aubrey Coyle will be up to the plate looking for another hit on this amazing night that she's had with the 1 home run already, giving the North Stars the 1-0 lead, as that will be taken for strike 1.
North Stars, they've had extremely limited hits today. I think they've had only 2 or 3. And
yeah.
One of those was Coyle's homer.
Exactly, and that is swung on for strike 2 for Coyle. I think Coyle wants another one, honestly. And that one is swung on for strike 3. So Coyle does not get another hit, but she definitely helped the team out tonight.
Absolutely. Over in that JV game, CNS currently has a runner on 3rd with 1 out. They're in a position to walk it off.
As Mia Ferrone will come up to the plate, takes the first pitch for ball 1. Yeah, the North Stars are in a walk-off situation for JV, as that one swung on for strike 1. As we keep looking back now at the JV game, but we're also still trying to pay attention. It's very difficult, as that one is swung on for strike 2. Ferrone right now has struck out once, and
she'll swing and miss for strike 3.
Strike 3. I did see that at the very last second, but the North Stars will not get anything done this inning, and now Liverpool tries to come back with an answer and some damage. We'll be right back for the last inning of action right here on YouTube.
We are back here in the North Star Network on YouTube. Liverpool down to their final 3 outs here in the 7th.
As Ump is talking with the scorekeeper of the game, I think trying to just figure out what happened, because I think that might be for game changer. As I will correct myself, it is actually a substitute. And the North Stars and JV have walked it off?
Yes, they have.
They have walked it off. So the North Stars win 2-1 over on field number
Liverpool.
2 against the Liverpool, I think JV Liverpool Warriors.
So the JV game has now come to a conclusion. That game was 3 innings ahead at one point.
That game was in the 5th inning while we were still in the bottom of the 1st.
At bat, Anastala for Liverpool.
Anastala will take her first cut of the night.
She'll show bunt / swing / something. I'm not too sure what that was.
Bunt swing, we don't know. It was a strike.
It's a strike regardless. And it's been a great game so far by Mila Owens. That's popped up for the out.
2 outs remaining here for the North Stars to win over the Warriors, which they have not done in a while.
In our first meeting of the season, CNS currently trying to finish the job. They're up 1-0 off the home run from Aubrey Coyle. That one's in there for a strike 1. By the way, at bat for Liverpool
right now is number 10. As I cannot read the handwriting there. We apologize in advance. We were trying to figure out who it is. Oh, I think it's just the pronunciation. Mia Cabry, as she will go down on strikes. 1, 2, 3.
And this will bring up for Liverpool number 1, Alexis Goodfellow. Warriors down to their final out.
Now this is where this is fun. Pitcher duel. As that one's flown way foul. Trying not to hit anyone, hopefully. I couldn't see it.
I don't believe it did.
As one of the Liverpool assistant coaches, I think that was... I actually don't know. I don't think she's on there.
Pitch to Goodfellow. That one nails the umpire in the face mask off a foul tip, and Liverpool is down to their final strike.
Not at the end of the game. That's not where you want it. You do not want to get hit at the end of the game.
And it looks like he's okay laughing it off with the North Star coach and his partner.
Yep, laughing it off with North Star's head coach,
Morgan Nandon. Oh, that was perfectly synced, too.
I know. It's like, oh, hold on. There's... As I just knocked on wood. Nah, it's fine. We don't do that here on the North Star Network.
So... Liverpool down to their final strike. It's a pitcher duel. Mila Owens for CNS versus Alexis Goodfellow at bat. And she will foul that one back. If there was not a gate there, that would have knocked over our camera.
If there was a fence there, I think Alex Schneible would be getting hit.
I don't think Alex Schneible would be feeling too good if there was no gate.
No, it would have hit him directly on the forehead.
Here's the 0-2 the Goodfellow. Swing and a miss, and the North Stars win it.
11 strikeouts tonight for the North Stars. The North Stars will take it.
Final score, CNS 1, Liverpool 0. We appreciate all the fans.
So the North Stars will win 1-0 on a home run by Aubrey Coyle and 11 Ks by Mila Owens.
Wow. Trying to listen to what our PA announcer